ओम आप्यायन्तु ममांगानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मा ते मयि सन्तु ओम शांति शांति शांति. In the fourth chapter of the Chandogya Upanishad, we have read up to 5 mantras from the third section. Let us remember what is going on. The story starts with a story where the king, Janashruti, who was the son of the grandson of Janashruti, was in the summertime sleeping on the terrace of his palace, and some sages in the form of swans were flying towards him, and what they were talking he could listen. One of them showed, "See the glorious king." The glorious king was a great distributor of food, and he had created rest houses throughout the country so that everywhere the food cooked by him will be served to the pilgrims. So he has glory. The other swan said, "This is nothing in comparison to the Raikva of the cart." So Janashruti understood that there is somebody who is greater than me, and so he asked his charioteer or minister to find out. He went out, came back and said, "I did not find." Then the king told him, "Go where the real Brahmins are expected." So again he went and he saw a man sitting near a cart, and he was scratching his body here and there. He appeared full of dirt, not like a gentleman. But he understood that he seems to be that Raikva because of the shine on his face. And so he went and asked him, "Are you Raikva, sir?" He said, "Yes, I am Raikva." So he went back to the king and told him, "I have found Raikva." So the king went with 600 cows, a chariot driven by mules, and a ring, diamond ring, golden ring with diamonds. And he approached him, and Raikva said, "You are Shudra, because this is too small for the Vidya you are seeking." So he understood, went back, came again with 1,000 cows, and same the chariot, and also that diamond ring or necklace. But in addition, he brought his own daughter to make her the wife of Raikva, because he had understood 2 things. That Raikva wants to settle down as a householder, and he will not consider anything less than my daughter for his wife. And seeing that, Raikva said, "You have brought all this, but your daughter will become the mouth through which I will speak to you." We understood that 2-3 things we understood. That to get knowledge, we have to offer plenty full of wealth. Otherwise, If you have some knowledge, you give and get back, or you serve the person and get knowledge. So, one thing. Second thing we understood that so far as Saguna Brahma is concerned, Brahman is not two, but our thinking of Brahman becomes Nirguna and Sagun only when we go beyond I and my totally, then only we can think of, conceive Nirguna Brahma. Till then, we are dealing with Saguna Brahma, and as Saguna Brahma has subject and object throughout the world, so the last point of subject and object is in husband and wife. And so, living a life with wife is not opposite to your realization of Saguna Brahma, though it will obstruct your going to the Nirguna. These are all things we understood. Then Raikva told him, the knowledge given by Raikva is only in the 4 mantras of the 3rd section. He told about the Vayu in the cosmos and Prana in our body, and it swallows everything at Pralaya time. This takes this body at the death time to other body, and so they are same thing from cosmic and individual point of view, and this shows that it is all-pervading. That much is the knowledge. That if you can realize, if you can become identified with the all-pervading reality called Saguna Brahma, then whatever anybody is doing, you just look at that and you will get the fruit of all the actions done by anybody in the world. That was the knowledge. Now, then Raikva is telling him a story to substantiate his knowledge, to tell that knowledge how it functions in life. And so, in the 5th mantra of the 3rd section, Raikva started a story that there were 2 Brahmins, Kapeya Shaunakam, Kakshasenim Abhipratarinam, and they were taking food in some place, and at that point, one brahmachari approached and begged them for food, but they did not give him. So, after this, the implication is only this, that they wanted to test whether he is fit to receive food when we are taking. That was the purpose. So now we read the 6th mantra. Saha uvacha mahatmanaha chaturo deva ekaha kaha sajagara bhuvanasya gopa tam kapeya na vipashyanti martya abhipratarin bahudah vasantam yasmaiva etad annam tasmai etad nadattam iti. So this construction of the mantra is here and there. So we have to straighten out the construction. That brahmachari said, there is only one God. Deva ekaha. Mahatmanaha. Deva ekaha. So, who is that God? Kaha. Kaha means Brahma or Prajapati. So, Prajapati is the only God, one without a second in the immanent way. He is all-pervading. So, there is nothing other than him. And Chaturo is Dvitiya. Bahuvachan, Shankaracharya says, Dvitiya means it is an object. Bahuvachan means all force. All force. Now this represents that in the game of dice, there is a number 4 dice and 3, 2, 1. Now this total becomes 10. So the rule is that if you won the dice marked 4, you have won all the other dices lower than him, and so you have won all 10. So that 4, all fours, Bahuvachan, Dvitiya means object, Bahuvachan means all fours, Sa Jagar, Sa, that Brahma or Prajapati swallowed all fours. That means he swallowed all the world. Because 4 comprising of 1, 2, 3. So 4 means all 10 directions, and it means all the lokas above and below, and so all the entire universe is meant by those 4s, and that were swallowed by Prajapati. So Prajapati, it means Prajapati is all-pervading. He is the reality, root of all those 4. He is the swallower of all of them. So Srishti, Sthiti, Pralaya comes from him. So it supports the Upasana taught in Shandilya Vidya, 3rd chapter, 14th section. Tajjalan Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahma Tajjalan iti Shanta Upasita. There only Nirgun was not mentioned, but otherwise it took us almost near that Brahmajnan, and that is being supported through all the stories from the 4th chapter. So this is one of them, that all-pervading Brahman, when it is realized, then he says, Sajagara Bhuvanasya Gopa. Actually, he is the protector of the world. Gopa means Gopta, Gopayita. So, Gopta is the regular grammar. Shankar says that Gopa itself means Gopta. Bhuvana means all the lokas. Tam Kapeya. So, he is addressing one of them, Kapeya. Na abhipashyanti martya. The mortal men do not see him. Abhipratarin, he addressing the other one, Bahudha Vasantam. People, this is about the people. Na abhipashyanti martya, Bahudha Vasantam. They may be living in higher or lower lokas, wherever they may be living, but out of ignorance, they do not see that Prajapati, Yasmaiva etadannam, all the food belongs to Prajapati, because he is all pervading. So he is the only eater. He himself is all food, and he himself is the eater. It is he who gets divided into eater and eaten, and so he is all the eater. And people do not know this. People do not, ignorant people living anywhere in the local do not see this. And he is hinting that I am the worshipper of that Prajapati. I am unified with that Prajapati. And you have denied me food, means you have denied Prajapati food. All the food is his, and you are denying him food. they understood thereby that he is a real brahmachari. A brahmachari is expected to know his unitedness, oneness with Prajapati, and he has realized that. That is the meaning of this sixth mantra. And they said, give him food. After having tested him, they said, give him food. We cannot deny food to a person who knows his identity or union with Prajapati. So that is the mantra. We read now Shankar's commentary. Saha uvacha brahmachari. So that brahmachari said, Mahatmana Chaturaha. So four great something is the meaning. Chatura is the Bahuvachan Dvitiya, Mahatmana also same, and so both means four great something. Iti Dvitiya Bahuvachanam Deva Eko Agnyadin Vayuhu Vagadin Pranaha. So there is only one God in the cosmic. Agni Devata, other Devatas, but he is one, Vayu, who is pervading, eating, swallowing, giving birth to all the Devatas in the cosmic, and same is Prana, the living force inside, or Vayu inside, which is the swallower, creator, preserver, destroyer of all the indriyas of our body. Ajnadin Vayu, Vagadin Prana. Sa Prajapati. So is Prajapati. Cosmic sense, individual sense. Jagara, Gasitavan, swallowed. Jagara means swallowed. Kaha. Who is that? No. Kaha means Prajapati. Prana, Hiranyagarbha. Sa Jagara iti prashnam eke. Prashnam does not mean a question here. Prashnam means one topic. So, he is one, both. Prajapati one step of a proof. That is called prashna, lemma. So you prove this, then it becomes all is proved. So this is one part of the proof called one prashna, that he, Prajapati, is all. Bhuvanasya bhavanti asmin bhutani iti bhuvanam bhuradi sarvo lokaha. So bhuvanam means that in which people or all the places of stay exist. That is called bhuvanam. That means bhuva swaha, all the lokas above and below. Tasya bhuvanasya gopa, gopayita, gopayita, rakshita, gopta iti artha. Gopa means Gopayita, Rakshita, protector. That means the meaning becomes same as Gopta. Iti artha, same meaning. Tam kam Prajapatim, that kam which is Prajapati, he kapeya, one of the those people eating food, na vipashyanti, do not see, who, na jananti. Na pashyanti means na jananti. Martya. marna dharmano, avivekino va. So, martya here means those who are subject to death or those who are ignorant, those who are non-discriminators. It has both the meanings. Martya means people who die without getting knowledge, or people who do not discriminate, so they have no knowledge. Hey, Abhipratarin, addressing the other person, Bahudha, Adhyatma, Adhidaivata, Adhibhuta Prakarair Vasantam. So he stays both as cosmic and natural cosmic and divine cosmic and individuals, or in any form he stays. Yasmai va etad ahani ahani annam adanayaryate sanskriyate cha. So the whole food is sanskriyate means cooked and made ready. And day by day, all the food is prepared for the sake of Prajapati. And to that Prajapati, tasmai Prajapataye etadannam nadattamiti. And you are not giving food to that Prajapati because I am identified with that Prajapati and I am making food. Okay. So, next mantra, that they did not give was the end of that mantra. No. Yes. Now, taduha shaunakaha kapeya pratimanvanaha pratyaya atma devanam janita prajanam hiranyadamstro babhaso anasurin mahantam asya mahimanam ahu anadyamano yad. This word yad annamati vai vayam brahmacharin idam, or brahmacharin na idam. If a comes after half na, it becomes double na. If no comes after half na, it also becomes double na. So this sandhi can have two meanings. Upasmahe, we worship him. Datta asmai bhiksham iti. Please, that man who was serving, he said, please give food to this brahmachari also. So, all this is reiteration. They understood immediately that brahmachari has realized Prajapati. But they wanted to show why they did not give food and why they are giving now. Because they had realized Prajapati, so they will corroborate what he knows. They will corroborate. They will describe in their own way and then say that we knew him, we were worshipping him as identical, so we wanted to test you. That is why we had not given you. We have found that you know him, so we will now give you food. That is all involved in this mantra. That he talks of his own worship or realization. That means he wants to convey to him that we know that Prajapati. So we wanted to test whether you know that Prajapati or not. Otherwise, how you will be fit to take our food? And so we had not given food. But when you are described, we understood that you also realize the same Prajapati whom we are worshipping. So for telling that, he has himself told what he worships as Prajapati. So, let us read that Shaunaka Kapeya, one of them, Pratimanvana, he thought over what that brahmachari had said. And when he thought, he understood that he has realized. Pratyaya Atma Deva Nam. So, Pratyaya, that means he went near that brahmachari and told this. Atma Devanam Janita. He is the father, creator of all gods. Prajanam, and also the creator of all the beings. Hiranyadanshro, his gums are made of that biting teeth are made of gold like you. Bhavaso an asurir mahantamasya mahimanam ahu. So, Bhavaso means he has the habit of eating. Anasuri, anasu, anasurihi, that means he is brilliant in knowledge. Mahantam asya mahimanam, his glory is all-pervading or great. Ahu, he is called like that. Anadyamano, he is not eaten by anybody. Yet anannam atti iti. Something may be not food from your view, but he eats everything, whether it appears as food or not food. Anannam atti. He eats even uneatable things. Because he is all, and he swallows all, that means he is eating everything. That is the way. Iti means description of that come. Why? Surely, vayam brahmacharin idam upasmahe. Hey brahmacharin, we worship him. Now, this, as I said, has two different breaks. The other break will mean we do not worship him, we worship the transcendent. But that is only the possible meaning. In the context, it does not suit. They did not appear to be worshipper of Nirguna Brahma because the topic itself has not come here. So, the first meaning let us take that we are worshipping Sagun Brahma, Datta Asmai Bhikshamiti. And so they are who was serving, give this brahmachari food. So, na pashanti martya iti tam vayam pashyama. We are seeing that which the aviveki or dying people do not see. Katham Atma Sarvasya. We see him that he is the self of all. Savara Jangamasya. Whether organic or inorganic, we may say in modern terms. Kincha Devanam Agnadinam Atmani Samrutta Grasitva Punarjanita Utpadayita Vayurupena Upadi Daivatam Agnadinam. So he creates, he preserves, he destroys in the form of Vayu. So he is the Adidevatam Ajnadinam. So both in the divine cosmic sense and individual sense, Adhyatmam cha pranarupena Vagadinam Prajanam cha Janita. Vagadinam means Indriyas, Prajanam means all individuals. He is the creator, preserver and destroyer. Athava, taking the other meaning, Atma Devanam, Agni Vagadinam Janita. So, he is the self and creator of all Agni, etc. gods, Prajanam, Savarajangamanam, and organic and inorganic world, and gods all. Hiranyadanshro, Amruta Danshro, Abhagna Danshro iti yavat. That means his biting teeth do not break. That is the meaning. Hiranyadanshro. Bhavaso, Bhakshanshila, eating is his business. Anasuri, Suri means Medhavi, Na Suri is Asuri, Tat Pratishedo Anasuri. So Suri, Asuri, Anasuri. That is how the word is made. So meaning becomes Suri. And Suri means Suri Eva iti artha. So finally meaning comes as Suri. Suri means brilliant in his inner knowledge. Medhavi. So Suri means Medhavi, brilliant in his inner knowledge. Mahantam ati pramanam aprameyasya prajapatir mahimanam. And his proof, his way to know him is beyond, too much, because he is all-pervading. Prajapati's Mahima, that is his special manifestations, is almost impossible to know. That is what Ahura Brahmavida, that is what they say, means that is what knowers of Brahman say. Yasmat Swayam Annair Anadyamano Abhakshamano, because he himself cannot be eaten by others, he is all-pervading. Yet Annam Agnir Vagadi Devata Rupam. So he is not food because he himself is Agni and other devatas. So he is not the food of anybody, any devata. Atti bhakshayati iti, rather he is the eater. He is the subject. Why iti nirarthaka? In that case, this why becomes meaningless. Vayam he brahmacharin idam eva yathokta lakshanam brahma vayam upasmahe. So take that as means same, this very thing. Means this very thing. This Brahman of this type. That is what we worship. Vayamiti vyohitena sambandha. So, Vayam brahmacharin idam upasmahe. So, Vayam and upasmahe are at great distance from each other, but that is how they are connected. Anne, some other commentators say, Na vayam, we do not worship this. Idam upasmahe. Kim tari, then what do you do? Parameva brahma upasmahe iti varnayanti. So the other commentators describe like that we do not worship this, who worship the transcendent Brahman, Datta iti varnayanti. So, Shankar says, others explain like that, not I. Anne na vayam. Others not by we or I. Datta asmai bhiksham avochat bhrutyan. So servants who were serving, to them he said, give him food. They were satisfied that he knows Brahman, so he is fit to receive food along with them, and so they asked the servers to give him food. Now, this is an upasana we have seen, and because there is upasana, the result must be told. Shankara had himself told, the fruitfulness in life is being told, that is the result. And so, and when the result is told, it is the result of that upasana or that knowledge. Does not belong to a particular man. So anybody worshipping like that, anybody knowing like that, also will become like these people. That is all included here now. Tasmai uha daduhu teva ete panchane dashasanta tatkrutam tasmat sarvasu dikshu annameva dashakrutam sa esha avirad annadi taya idam sarvam drishtam sarvamasya idam drishtam bhavati annado bhavati ya evam veda. So the servants then gave him bhiksha. Now these Agni etc. were 5. Vag, etc. were 5, they were described. So all this together become 10, and 10 means the whole, because that Kruta dice includes 3, 2, 1 and becomes 10. So 10 becoming 10 means all. So these 10 Krutam, so they are equivalent to the full dice. Therefore, Sarvasu Dikshu Annameva Dashakrutam. So in all directions, whatever is food is called that 10. Now, Sa Esha Virat. So, is feminine, huh? This is called Virat. Annadi. Adi is not etc. here. He is the eater of food. This is the subject, eater of all food. Taya idam sarvam drishtam. So he sees all, means he eats all. Sarvamasya idam drishtam bhavati. So the other man who worships this, he also becomes all this becomes his. Annado bhavati, he becomes the eater. Ya evam veda, one who knows this, one who worships this, to complete the topic. Okay? Shankar's commentary. Tasmai uha daduhu tehi bhiksham. So they gave that big food to him. Tevaye grasyante agnadayo yasya tesham grasita. So all Agni Adi which are eaten, and that one who eats them, Vayu, Panchanne Vagadibhya, so other Vag, etc., and their eater Prana, Tebhya Pancha Adhyatmam Vagadaya Pranascha, Te Sarve Dasha Bhavanti, so they also become 10, Sankhya, 10 in numbers. Dasha Santaha Tat Krutam Bhavati Te, because they become 10, so they become that higher dice, Kruta dice. Chaturanka Ekaya Evam Chattvara Triankaya Evam Trayo Aparedvankaya Evam Do Anne Eva Enkaya Evam Eko Anneti Evam Dasha Santa Tat Krutam Bhavati. 4 includes 3, 3 includes 2, 2 includes 1, and so 4 includes all 10. That is how that game of dice is played. Yeta evam, because it is like that. Tasmat sarvasu dikshu. So in all directions, dashasu api agnadya vagadyascha, all directions, agnyadi, vakadi. Dasha sankhya samanyat annameva. Because this number becomes 10, that number becomes 10, so it is food only. Dashakshara Virat, Viradamannam iti Shruti. So in other parts of the Vedas it is said that Virat becomes 10 letters and Virat is the food and eater also. Ato annameva dasha sankhyattvat, because it is 10 numbers, so it is food only. Tata eva dasha krutam, krute antarbhavat. So all these 10 becomes like the higher dice, because it becomes included in them. Chaturanka yatvena, because 4 is the number on that dice. Iti avochama. That is what we had said. Sa esha virat dasha sankhya sati annam cha annadi annadini cha kritatvena. So that Virat Devi is the food everywhere, is also the eater everywhere, because it is all krita, because it becomes all pervading, so it is food everywhere, it is eater everywhere. Kritehi dasha sankhya antarbhuta, kritehi dasha sankhya antarbhuta ato annam annadini cha sa, because that dice becomes 10, including all 10, so he is both food and eater. He is both subject and object. So there is nothing apart from him. Tatha Vidwan, one who knows like that, Dasha Devata Atma Bhuta San, because he has become identified with that Devata which is all 10. Viratatvena, so he himself has become Virat. Dasha Sankhya Annam Kruta Sankhya Annadicha. So he has become food, all food, and because he has become equivalent to that Kruta dice, he has become the eater, because everything is included in him, so he has become the eater also. Tatha Annadini idam sarvam jagat dasha diksansam drishtam. So we see everything in this world, it becomes 10 in number, it is both food and eater. Krita sankhya bhutaya upalabdam, because of that special dice, everything is available to him. Evam vido asya sarvam Krita sankhya bhutasya, one who knows this, that means equivalence to the 10 number. Upalabdham bhavati. Dashadik sambaddham drishtam upalabdham bhavati. This connected with 10 number becomes available to him. Kincha anyad, kincha annadascha bhavati. Also he becomes the eater. Ya evam veda yasakta darshi. That means if he can visualize like this, then he becomes the eater also, he becomes the food also. Dvirabhyasa upasana samaptartham. This upasana, particular upasana is being concluded. What Raikva taught Jnana Shruti, that upasana is being concluded, and so twice this world have come. So in this way, knowledge was given by Raikva to Jnana Shruti, including the example of two Brahmins, Norse, eating food, another brahmachari is coming, they're testing him, they're making their own statements, and through all this, we have been taught by the story of Raikva and Jnana Shruti. Now what was the difference? Jnana Shruti is thought, I will make everywhere rest houses and I will give food everywhere. But we have been taught it does not become universal. You may go on increasing your donor. It does not become all-pervading. You may create millions of rest houses and give food, but that is countable. While Raikva's knowledge made it universal. That is the central lesson through all this story. That you may become a big donor, big donor, does not make you with a universal consciousness. All food does not become to you. Neither you become the eater of all the food by increasing your charity or donation. So compared to charity which you do with ego, to the knowledge of all-pervading reality, where without anything, he may be with a cart and scratching and whatever it may be, or those brahmacharis, or that brahmachari, all of them, because of their knowledge, they became identified with Prajapati, they became identified with the whole universe, they became the food and the eater also. So the difference between Jnana Shruti and Raikva is told through this story. Understood? All this story means by increasing your donorship, you do not become greater than that person whose knowledge has made him greater. So a person by actions cannot become greater than a person who has changed his consciousness. He has known, he has realized his identity with the all-pervading Saguna Brahma. That Nirguna side issue that do not take. Somebody else said like that. Because the Nirguna Brahma we shall be introduced only in the 6th chapter. So now this is the one Vidya taught by Raikva to Jnana Shruti, and with illustrations, all that was taught. So that is the fully supporting the Shandilya Vidya described in 14th section of the 3rd chapter. Now, similar stories will be told. Beautiful stories. They will tell us methods of knowledge, methods of testing, how knowledge is given, various ways about the convocations, ending of the knowledge, certification of the knowledge. So many ideas we will get through further stories in this chapter. So we have read these 3 sections, all about Raikva, and Janashruti. Now, sections 4 to 9 will be a story about Satyakama. He was taught by Haridrumata Gautama. Then 10 to 15, 6 sections will be Satyakama teaching Upakausala. Then 16, 17, 18 will be the generalized teaching of all that. Will be 16 to 18. That is the construction of the 4th chapter. So let us have one by one. Om apyayantu mamangani vakpranashchakshusrotramatho balamindriya nicha sarvani sarvam brahma upanishadam maham brahma nirakuryam mama brahma nirakarot अनिराकरणमस्तु अनिराकरणं मे अस्तु तदात्मने निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मा ते मयि सन्तु ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम तत्सत् श्री रामकृष्णार्पणमस्तु।